Hey guys, Ripper Steve back here, and yeah, in my short time in Blue World, I've found I've done a lot of experiments with pistons, and so I thought I'd dedicate this short little video to a couple of piston glitches that I found that are somewhat odd and have no real explanation to what's happening and what's causing it. And I'd, to be honest, I'd hope you guys would have some answers for me. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So the first little glitch I'm going to show you is what I've called the phantom power piston. Now I'm going to set up a somewhat typical piston setup here. We've got, we'll put a lever there. Yep. And in this scenario, you're going to switch on the lever. It's going to power this redstone repeater, which is going to power this block and then extend the piston. And of course it extends the piston. Now, of course, when you get rid of this block, you expect the piston not to extend because this lever powers this repeater, which powers nothing. So, of course, it's not going to extend. No, it does extend. And you can see this is not a bud switch thing, as it freely extends and de-extends. And if we do this and then break it, it still extends. So this is, well, I use this actually in sort of a fix I had for I can't remember what episode it is, but it's in Etho's World Tour in his mini storage room, and this is a setup in which repeaters power glowstone blocks, or supposedly power glowstone blocks, because glowstone doesn't conduct redstone power, but as you can see, all the pistons extend anyway. So yeah, it's a bit odd because if I were to replace this with redstone dust, of course it would power it because redstone dust is powering this block, which causes the piston to extend. If we put torches on the side of this, you can see indeed that the redstone dust is powering this block. But if we are to replace it with a repeater, you can see the repeater isn't powering this block. It definitely is not powering this block. So for some reason, this repeater is powering this air block or something like that to power this piston. That's really the only explanation I've come up for with this glitch. So I genuinely like some help on this glitch, guys, because it is baffling, really. And anyway, on to the next little glitch. Now this next glitch I actually have mentioned before in a video, but I felt the need to kind of mention it again because it's gone from 1.2.0 to 1.2.5 and it has not been fixed yet. So I thought I might as well show it. So we've got two normal pistons here, and I'll grab a lever. That's what I'll grab. Well, no, that won't work, will it? That work. Now we've got a regular piston here, and if we extend this lever, it's going to push us. Yep, no surprises there. Now we're going to remake this exactly the same. That's exactly the same except for one detail. Look, I'll even put the lever in the same orientation. Now instead we're going to have a 1 torch delay in there, as such. And when we flick the lever, it's the same setup but with 1 torch delay, so it should push us, right? Wrong. So if we were to go to this one, pushes us just fine. Exact same setup with a repeater, does not push us. And these two pistons are in the exact same orientation and everything. There's no other influencing factors, so the glitch is that any delayed piston will not push a player. I haven't tried this with other entities yet, but I would probably assume it would be the same for them because any entity, and player counts as an entity, so it would probably be the same. And yeah, this is actually quite an annoying glitch as it breaks a lot of super fast transport systems for pistons, especially straight line piston conveyors and also piston elevators. So quite an annoying glitch, and one I really hope that gets fixed in the next sort of patch. So anyway, on to the final little glitch. Now I've had this little setup sitting in my world for quite a while now because I've really wanted to make a video about it for a long time and haven't been able to, but I'm finally getting around to it, and it's because this is probably the most baffling piston glitch I have seen in Minecraft. And I'm going to show you what it's doing now. So we're going to retract that. Both these pistons retract, of course. Now let's follow a logical path for this. We're going to power this repeater, which is going to power this block, which is going to extend this piston, and there's no redstone connection to this piston, so by logic it shouldn't really extend, should it? Wrong. It extends. For whatever reason, this piston decides it wants to be powered. So, not really sure what's going on here, but it actually gets weirder than this. You can actually remove this piston, and this will still be powered. And this is odd. Now, if we remove the power, it stays extended, but it'll change when it's updated, as usual. But we can see this isn't a bud switch glitch, because when we power this and update it, it decides it's powered again. Now, for some weird reason, this piston has decided it wants to be powered by this repeater all the way up here. Now, yeah, I guess I can sort of, understand, because maybe the repeater by a bug is actually powering this block, and then that's making a bud switch with this, but it actually does get even weirder. If we were to break this block, it no longer powers it. No matter what we do, no updates will sort of extend this piston. But if we are to put the block back, for some reason the piston magically thinks it's powered again. And yeah, I'll just show you that one more time if you don't believe me. Block back, and it decides it's powered. So yeah, this is the one I'd really like an explanation on. For all you piston and redstone experts out there, I am completely baffled. So I'm lost for words, really. So tell us what you think about all these glitches, whether they should be patched, what uses you can find for them, etc. And apart from that, guys, hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and I'll catch you next time.